How's it going, guys? I am back in Fallout 4 again at Old Goal at Sinkhole. This is a location that is just around Medford Memorial Hospital, the new Slocum's Joe HQ, and Breakheart Banks, and the Medford Memorial, or the MedTech Research location. This episode I'm going to be building a bridge across the water near the sinkhole itself. Uh, I do block off the side, but I also build up to like the hole on the other side of the building that is over the sinkhole so that I can build like another house. The biggest problem I have with this location is not being able to scrap a lot of the things. I pick up the water pretty often, and then also, if you fall in the water, it's kind of hard to control yourself because there's an issue. Well, it's not an issue. With this water, it's got a lot of like pools. So, like, if you land in the water, there's a pretty fast current, and like, you tend to just like fall and get drugged down the river and down the sinkhole. So that kind of sucks sometimes, but it's not the worst after I finish building this bridge and stuff, because I add some railings on the bridge, and then also if you fall on the left side or get pulled from the left side of the bridge over by that waterfall or anything, you're going to get stopped by the bridge. So right there, I used place anywhere and it picked up the water, or I accidentally picked up the water, I don't remember. But either way, the water is like a huge issue in this settlement when it comes to building here. But other than that, it's not too bad. Right here, these are essentially the only things that you can actually delete is items that are kind of stuck in areas. I end up picking those up later, I think. But right there, I was trying to see if I could actually pick them up, but it didn't work because the water kept pulling me. And also, I add some stairs up to this railing, or this bridge that I built up here with some supports off of these rocks. And again, I put another set of stairs down into this area, and I add a shack bridge here in a second as well. Right here, I'm just trying to pick up these items. It keeps trying to pick up some sort of debris as well, but I'm not sure what the actual debris is. So there's the other pre-war money that I picked up. I don't know why I spent so long doing this, but uh, I end up grabbing a couple, or no, I just grab a shack bridge, just a regular one. I just place it down, and then to make it look a little bit better, I move it with place anywhere to make it look like it's kind of sitting on the pipe on the left so that it doesn't look like it's too like glitchy or anything. It's not clipping through so much stuff. And then I add some steps down to the water, essentially right here. But this settlement is actually really easy to build in. The ground is pretty forgiving when it comes to sinking objects or placing anything down, pretty much. It's not too bad when it comes to building here. Right here, I ended up putting like a piece of plywood down, the ramp plywood pieces, and then putting a shack bridge at the top of that on the right side of the shack bridge that I had on the supports to kind of give myself a way up to this hole in this wall. Biggest problem with building in this hole in this wall is that if you build too low and you walk into the room, it'll actually like make you walk into the sinkhole like as if you're walking down into it, and it'll teleport you down into that like dungeon area. So that's one of the biggest issues with building this in this area. And then also, like, the reason why my build even ends up being the way that it is for the most part, because I end up having to build like up higher into the building rather than just like flat across. Because originally I just wanted to extend that platform that I had like cut off that's kind of sitting out a little bit, but it ends up not working the way that I want it to. Also, I changed this idea that I have right here too, because I can't actually get into the build or into the building. It's just too high up, so I end up placing this down and then moving these shack steps in a little bit. And I try to even them out with where the bottom step is on that build, or on that shack step out here. I tried to make it even so that it looks like, if it does clip at all, that it would look like it was like only going through all the, like, it was like one step all the way around. And then right here, this is me trying to figure out what angle to do this staircase at. I tried to line this up with that edge, or with that wall on the right. Tried to make it the same angle as that. So it's pretty symmetrical, and then you can see I don't really have an issue when I was actually using the staircase. I ended up moving it down a little bit because I'm just trying to figure out how high I need it exactly to make it the easiest staircase to walk up. And then I just I go in and I grab a couple of floors as well, scaffolding floors and stuff like that, because these are the scrappier looking ones. I like the way these look. But I end up trying to line this up with the wall straight in front of me where it's symmetrical to, or parallel to it. And I just try to make the height of the floor about as high as the top step. Maybe a little bit higher. Because I was trying to make it where the board of the floors, or of the floor that is like, the boards that are like kind of supposed to give it like texture and stuff, those were going to be like where the floor was going to be on the stairs. And then right here, I was trying to figure out what to do with like a lot of this build area. I think I put this right here and then just kind of hope that it would work, and then it doesn't. I think, or maybe I don't actually place it. Yeah, there's no way that that would have worked. I don't know why I thought it would have. So I just grab a smaller floor. The Place Anywhere tool has actually been working pretty good recently. I've not had any issues. Even at Hangman's Alley, when that game was like, or when that settlement was breaking the game, it still wasn't giving me really any issues when using it. And right there, I went and looked at the at this area from the front to see if like it was too exposed or anything like that. Maybe it would be like poking out on the front. I didn't want there to be anything clipping out of the front of the building, so I went to go check that. And then I just place in this last piece of plywood, and then the tour will be here in a second. But I've had a really good time building here. I think that this has been pretty cool to build at a new location. That's something I think that's going to help if I kind of scatter like Workbench Anywhere between builds and stuff. The only issue is with Workbench Anywhere, you can't get settlers to show up, so I'm going to have to like try to find settlers. You can see that I also put a bunch of vines and then some tarp over the front of this area to kind of conceal it a little bit better. But yeah, I think that that looks really cool right there. You can kind of see it a little bit through there, but not too much. I know that all these bridges and stuff going over the water isn't going to help at all either with like trying to conceal this area. But at the same time, it doesn't look like too crazy. It's nothing too unbelievable yet. And I'll probably be pretty close to finishing this area here soon. But yeah. You can see I had pretty simple decorations. I added a shack floor out here, some supports and stuff up there to kind of make it look a little bit better supported. Pretty simple decorations. That that's a bed that's added with a mod that Infinity suggested to me called Tonight You Sleep on the Couch. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this build. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys would like to see me build here. I'll probably do something outside of the actual sinkhole itself at some point, just in the area above in some of the houses or something like that. But yeah, I'd like to know what you guys think of this build, or also keep giving me suggestions on where you want to see me build next. Could be anywhere in the game, settlements or workbench, anywhere. But thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.